briefly competing in CCW at some of our last events in tag team competition with two different partners, different members from the Ring Loyals group in Nova Scotia. Both of them a losing effort to the Strong Brothers, and that's not saying anything bad about Daniel Wall or either of his tag team partners, because the Strong Brothers have been extremely dominant tag team champions here in CCW. On the heels of those losses, Daniel Wall made the decision to move into singles competition, and he's going to have a tough job cut out for him today, as he's taking on another fan favorite here and a long-standing veteran of New Brunswick and Maritime Wrestling in Fantana. You can't beat a crowd reaction like that. There's just something magical about Fantana when he comes out, the reaction he gets from the fan. You can see many of them are wearing masks. You know, everyone loves that luchador style. I have to say, I sincerely love it, and the athleticism with the tumbling background of Fantana. He has a dynamic pound-for-pound strength that is very hard to beat. Daniel Wall just grooving on Fantana's entrance music, just enjoying himself. It's nice to see him enjoying himself after he was taking those losses against the Strong Brothers pretty seriously. Fantana, lots of dynamic moves, lots of core strength that comes from a strong tumbling background. A veteran of high-level cheerleading over 5 years, among his many other accolades, which include a WWE tryout match in 2019. So a wrestler of extremely high caliber, definitely on the global radar. Referee Alex taking a little peek under the mask. I think he's just curious, as we all are, about who is under there. Quick check, going to be nice and clean. Daniel Wall was having a great time watching Fantana's entrance, so I'm curious if he's going to mimic anything that Fantana does in the ring. This could turn into a very interesting contest, but who is Daniel Wall, the singles competitor? That is what we're here to answer. Oh, Fantana asking for a microphone, because he has something to say, and I'm here for it.
Wow! Hello, Fredericton! I know you guys recently have heard my boys are not very happy as of lately. Got a lot of anger behind me. But I'm going to put my anger aside for a second. I want to introduce this guy. Fredericton, you guys don't know him. Back in 2010, 2011, I was just a young man, 17 years old, traveling the road, trying to figure out how to become an independent wrestler. Along comes this guy, Daniel Wall. Steps into the ring, not as a competitor, but as my referee. I had the honor of refereeing his very first match. Well, he refereed my very first match. But you get the drift. So tonight is an honor to wrestle you, Daniel. Tonight I've actually been looking forward to for like 10 years, dude. Seriously. Fredericton, this is Daniel Wall. Daniel's a great guy.
I had no idea, so there's a little bit of shared history right here. Daniel Wall actually refereeing Fantana's first match so many years ago, and now they're going to meet as opponents in the ring. A lot of love being shown right now by the CCW audience, but could I detect a note of jealousy from Daniel Wall? Perhaps seeing the path that Fantana's career took versus his career of, I guess, being a referee, attacking Fantana out of nowhere from behind and before the bell. Just after everything that Fantana, all that good stuff and all those good vibes that Fantana just gave to you, and the love of this crowd, they were, yeah. So I guess the bitterness after losing those tag team title shots, Daniel Wall has just, he's decided he's going to do whatever he needs to do to get this career on track and get where he wants to be. So he's taking the bad road. Looks like his sneak attack not paying dividends now, so he's trying to regroup, having some words with the fans. Fantana grabbing him, getting a hold of all that extra hair. Referee shouldn't allow this, but Daniel Wall going to counter, going to hang him up in the ropes anyway. Now he's sneaking in, he's trying to take the offense and lands a big, vicious clothesline. And one thing you got to know about Daniel Wall is he comes at you fast and straight on. He's got some incredible European uppercuts, and that's not something I get to say all the time, but you see this guy, when he gets you in the corner and he gets a distance, he can close that distance like an Olympic sprinter, and then he can take all that momentum and transfer it into an elbow or a knee or a shoulder. But this is unusually emotional from what we've seen from him in the past. Usually he's been very much just about business. Right now he's had some words with the referee. He's scooping up. We got a nice, what's gonna take? Ooh. Knee on knee, cartilage on cartilage, bone on bone for Fantana. Right there, drag, corkscrew. So the game plan Daniel Wall's come up with, now that the sneak attack has now worked, is he's gonna just try to take the leg of Fantana. That's a smart move. He does have a slight size advantage on Fantana, nothing to write home about, but if you take out that leg and Fantana, it's going to neutralize 85% of Fantana's offense. And you don't see a lot of submission wrestling, technical mat-based stuff. He's a tumbler, he's a super athlete, he's going to be flying around. He's got to work his way right now. One thing that will work to his advantage, however, is flexibility. He is going to be able to weather some of these holds. He's going to be able to hit areas of range of motion that a lot of the wrestlers here cannot. Lands a very nice flush kick to the side of the head of Daniel Wall. He's getting fired up, looking 506. Daniel Wall, he had him scouted on that one. You got to believe a guy who went from refereeing your first match to meeting you in the ring, he's got you scouted out. We're going to give the intelligence, as in spycraft here, edge over to Daniel Wall. Gets a 2 count. Very well countered on his part. Emotions running high. You hate to see Daniel Wall taking breaks like that to argue with a referee or argue with a fan when he's in there with a presence like Fantana. If Fantana is going to win this match, it is going to happen suddenly, it's going to happen aggressively, and it's going to be fast and furious action for about 60 seconds while Fantana lands the big hits. There's the running European from the window to the wall by Daniel Wall right there. Arm up, taking a minute. Oh, he's going to the wall. From the window to the wall. That is the best running European uppercut in the business. Looks like he's trying to set him up again. Nice little subtle trip. He's got him low right now. What is he thinking? Basement kick in the jaw. Oh, he's grating him. He's cheese gratering him with the leg and the knee pad maybe. Goes for a pin. It's going to be a 2 count. And some angry stomps. There is some beef here. I have to believe in the narrative that I presented here that after being Fantana's referee for his first match that there's jealousy, there's hurt feelings. And maybe all these years he's seen what has become of Fantana. I don't have it. Ooh, and there's some high flying up as Daniel just limp in the tree of woe right now. He's gonna have to figure something out. Vertical chop. You do not see that every day. Fantana, he's got him up high. We could be looking at a superplex. This could spell the end for Daniel Wall. They're going high up right now. They're in dangerous territory. They're all the way to the top right now. Where's the lights? Superplex. That's an incredible hit. Both men are taking some damage right there. Looks like Daniel Wall's going to be able to roll and escape the ring. Did he land on his head? I'm not sure if we can get the camera over to see. He went over ugly, but he did evade the pin attempt by Fantana, who is the one who landed the superplex. So then Fantana comes in, lands the crossbody now on the outside. Another collision with the security barrier. Thank goodness that's been upgraded recently. And Fantana coming back dominantly and strongly in control of this thing. Fans fired up, they're leaning in. Barricade's getting crowded on all sides right now. They want to see what's going on with Daniel Wall. They want to see what Fantana's going to do next. Looks like he's letting a fan take a swing. I don't think it landed too heavy. Referee Alex is going to let it. He's going to let it slide. We got a Luchador. We got backup Luchador gang over there. Some kids having a good night here in CCW. They got a future wrestler. I'll be calling one of his matches in 10 years. Ooh. Oh my Lord. Referee should get in there and check if Daniel is conscious. Okay, Fantana, he's got the lead on right now. We're coming in. We got drop kick. Thought he was going for an X Factor right there. We got that press into the drop kick. Always adds a lot of torque and a lot of pressure into the chest, into the sternum when he lands that. Daniel, see his hand try to grab the rope. He's getting drug over for the pin. Leg is hooked. And it's going to be another 2.5 for Fantana. So we have to give a little bit of props to Daniel Wall for kicking out of that after that flurry of offense. He hit a crossbody on the outside. He hit a superplex. Fantana signaling for the end. So he's got to be thinking moonsault or he's got to be thinking 450. And this is usually where the matches end. Not a lot of signs of life from Daniel Wall. I stand corrected. He managed to jump up, lands a big boot. He might have been playing possum right there. Okay, a couple of kickouts. Fantana this time kicking out 2.5. Daniel Wall popped up like a jack-in-the-box out of nowhere, but he cannot spend time like this arguing with referee Alex when he's in with a veteran like Fantana. Why not? Why not? You tried everything else. He wasn't arguing with referee Alex. He was baiting in Fantana. And that's how this is going to end and send us to our intermission. You can hear the maniacal cackling of Daniel Wall in the back after he managed to win this one and scoop this thing up with a blatant low blow. However, referee not going to be able to be in position because he had him well in hand. Fantana feeling this one a little bit harder. He's not been on exactly a winning streak, but the crowd still loves and respects the Maritime Luchador. A little bit of love to send this guy home, and we hope to see him back next time as well. And I know we have not seen the last of Fantana. He's going to be back and get back in his winning ways. And why is he going to come back? Because the CCW fans want him to come back. The CCW fans are what is going to bring Drew Fantana back here to CCW. I know he's been having a rough couple of months losing that title match against Crüe and then now getting robbed by Daniel Wall. But what was worse about how he was robbed by Daniel Wall was the breadth of the emotion right there, because he came out, he had such great things to say about Daniel Wall as the referee of his very first match that he ever had. And then the moment he turned his back, Daniel Wall, jealousy, rage built up over the years, watching Fantana have accolades, WWE tryouts, and championship matches, things that he didn't have in his own career, maybe getting a little bit of a later start. And just Fantana, you know, few wrestlers are going to be appreciated and loved like Julius Fantana, and they're always going to have a home here in CCW, the home of Maritime Wrestling.
What is there to discuss? I've been here for months, playing good guy, cheering to the fans, and where to give me? Gonna give me championship gold, gonna give me and my partner tag team gold. And guess what? I'm not wearing gold, so no, it didn't. But what I did tonight is the start of a legacy. There's nothing that's gonna follow this except for gold. Keep an eye on me.
All right, we'll be watching, but we're hoping that we'll get a cleaner version of you next time.
See what the future holds.
Hannah, that was a disappointment, I must say.
You know, it's annoying. I'm kind of in tears right now because for the last 10 years I've been traveling the road. You know, Daniel's been in my corner and we've been great friends. He's reached out a lot since he started training, and I've given him any tips I could give him to help him out to, you know,
now and then goes as far as just to kick me between the legs to try to get a victory. If it was about kicking me in the crotch, it ain't over yet, buddy. This is just a war. It's just begun. You've opened up a can of worms you're not going to be able to close. I promise you one thing, Daniel Wall. To the window, to the wall, till my feet go down your throat. You guarantee Mr. 450 Fantana will make you remember my name in the very end.